from Well Seasoned is here, and the timing couldn't be more perfect. Stomachs are growling.
I've been hearing this stomach growling all morning long.
Is that what that noise is?
We're talking chicken on the barbecue, but we want to grill it to perfection. That's why you're here. And what's our starting point when we want to get this right?
Well, first of all, you want to avoid that fire, Jody.
Right.
With chicken, I don't know. At Well Seasoned, we have a cooking school, so we teach people how to grill all year long. And this is one of the most common complaints we get about grilling is chicken. How to do it properly without getting really burnt black chicken on the outside or raw in the middle. We've all been served raw chicken, and that's never fun. Right?
Yeah, and it really truly is, and it's a health issue as well if you're serving pink chicken. No.
Yeah, so there's a couple things you want to do to make sure you're not killing any of your guests or yourselves during the summer.
Good call.
Which is really brutal. You want to have a few tools on hand. So the most important thing you can do is buy yourself a meat thermometer, a digital meat thermometer. This is a fancy schmancy one because I use it every single day, but you can buy one for about $12 at Well Seasoned or lots of other retailers around, and you don't have to spend a fortune. But you want to have one because a digital thermometer is going to give you an instant reading for the temperature of your chicken, which is the only way truly to tell if it's done properly.
So the number people are looking for when they are sinking that into the thickest part of the bird is?
165. And you want to make sure that your thermometer isn't touching the bone when you're measuring the temperature. So when you're cooking chicken with bone in, bone will act like a heat conductor in the center of the chicken. So it'll cook a little bit faster if you're doing thighs or say chicken breast on the bone than it will if you're doing boneless, skinless, right? So it just sort of depends. You want to pay attention.
Okay.
But the first thing you want to do when you're starting your chicken is you want to clean it, pat it dry, just give it a rinse under some cool water, and then you want to season it. So there's a million different dry rubs on the market, tons and tons of really good choices. So you just want to give it a really quick seasoning on the top and then on the bottom, because you're going to eat both sides, so you want to season both sides.
Do you use any sort of oil to make sure the seasoning gets in right and you're capitalizing on the flavor?
I don't, Riaz. I like just to season dry onto the bird, and I want to make sure that this is sitting for a few minutes while my barbecue's heating up. So if this is going to be on the counter for 10 minutes or so, that's just fine while your grill's heating up. So we've got the chicken seasoned. And then you want to talk about some temperature on the grill, right? So the biggest thing men tend to do is just blast this thing.
Crank it all the way.
The hotter the better, baby. And that is not true when it comes to chicken. When you're cooking chicken, I like to use sort of that indirect method. So I put the chicken on, heat the grill up really nice and hot, put the chicken on, then turn the heat underneath the chicken as low as it'll go, and leave this side of the grill on.
So you're creating an oven.
Yeah, essentially you're creating some convection action so that when you close the lid, you get that really great heat inside the grill without having direct flame underneath the chicken.
So at what point do we want to add the sauce? Because I know that my, shall go unnamed friend loves to just put the chicken on the grill, boom, sauce it up. It's like, that sugar's gonna burn.
It totally will burn. That's exactly right, because the sauce is full of molasses and brown sugar and corn syrup and stuff, and that burns really quickly. The idea with grilling is you're building layers of flavor. So the rub is creating a layer of flavor, and then you're getting the sauce, but the sauce has to come on right at the very end. So many people use barbecue sauce as a marinade, and it's not a marinade. It's a totally different thing. So sauce just the last few minutes, just enough time to let it set up on the grill.
Okay, we're going to keep grilling. We're out of time. This is so much delay when it comes to grilling. So Angie, thanks for coming. Well Seasoned is where you find her out in Langley.
These are super hot, Jody.
Snack time with the wings.
Super hot.
Tender deliciousness. We're going to talk to Greg Harper on the Patello Bridge. It's closing this weekend. He's live on location wishing he could eat this chicken wing.